balmy shores of sunny Florida to the cold winds of Chicago and everywhere in between, you're watching the Red Wemettes Show, live, coast to coast. Talk of the town, Mr. Red Wemettes.
Hello, everybody. It is October 22nd, 2025, and I am Red Wemettes, and this guy over here is Adam Flowers.
All righty then. How's it going, Red?
Thank you for coming by, Adam. I appreciate it.
Always.
Adam is the biggest help. I swear it. All you have to do is ask Adam for something, and if he can do it, he'll do it.
Done. It's like magic.
Very much so. Like my what do you call it? The thumbnails. I asked for a thumbnail. Adam called me last night and said I made you one. That's it. I put it up for you too. So that's
all set up, ready to go. What's happening, Ryan Brown, Chris, the Krauts, Big Tuna, Lonnie, and of course, Christina Morris. She is in charge out there, guys. Don't be screwing around in the comments. Christina will take care of you.
Is Christina, are you back from overseas? What? She was in another country the other day when I was talking to her.
I think she's from another country. She spelled favorite with a U. And usually only do that if you're in Canada or the UK. It's a British way of.
She was in the Eastern Bloc, one of those countries. I'm trying to think of it. Romania? Was it Romania that you're in?
No, she's in Budapest.
Hungary. Budapest, Hungary.
Budapest, Hungary.
Because she said to me, I don't know how long my internet's going to hold out. It may not hold out. Thank you, Christina. God bless you, dear.
Well, she's ahead at least 8 or 9 hours over there. So at least, I mean, maybe 9 or 10 hours.
Got to be
late. She's staying up late to do the show.
By the way, for all you people that aren't aware of it, there's meteor shower tonight after midnight. It's going to, I don't know, Adam's probably up on it because he keeps trivia in his head like I do. But it's you can in the southeast. If you look to the southeast after midnight, you should be able to see the remnants of Halley's Comet when it came.
No, it's
by.
Orionoids.
Yeah, but
Orionids.
That's the name. Where did it come from? Read about it. Where did it come from? It came from
it's caused by the Earth passing through the dust trail of Halley's Comet. Okay, Halley's Comet, you're right. I say you're right. I'm wrong.
There is no wrong. It was both. I just said it came from there. That's all.
10 to 20 meteors per hour, yes. They say. So if you want to see some shooting stars, yeah.
I saw them at 4 a.m. here, and they said it's going to be a real show tonight.
Yeah, that's out, man. I'm good place, Great Basin National Park, Cherry Springs State Park. So in Nevada, they're saying 5 hours from Vegas is north of Vegas, obviously, is a good area. Pennsylvania, Texas, California, I guess all over the place. Bryce Canyon, Utah. So go out and check out the meteor shower. You get a chance. I don't know what time. Let's see.
Midnight till dawn.
Well, midnight, what time zone?
That would be 10 o'clock your time.
They're saying optimal time would be 8 p.m. Eastern, which is around 5 p.m. over here. Yeah. So the optimal viewing is 10 to 11 and peak rates from 2 to 5 a.m. So, and I'm guessing they're talking Pacific time because that's where I am. So,
And if you don't want to stay up to watch it, you don't want to stay up that late, or you don't want to go out in the cold or wherever you live, it's going to be on a YouTube channel.
9 until 2 a.m. Maybe I'll grab the wife and go watch some shooting stars. So talking about shooting stars, I'm shocked the telephone conversation between Pritzker and Blagojevich never gets brought up. It's the one where Jelly Belly is clearly offering to buy the seat of state treasurer.
Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah, and it isn't brought up very often, and but it was in the news all over the place. I remember when that all happened, but was that back in 12?
I believe it was. No, it's before.
No, you're right. No, it was before that.
It had to be 2007, 2007.
6, 7.
Yeah.
It was when Obama ran first. The first run for Obama is when it happened. When he gave up the Senate seat to run for president.
Now there's a piece of work. Really, this guy never finished a term in anything. In the Illinois Senate, in the Illinois House, he was in the House. Bang, the Senate seat came up, and in 2 years, he was a senator, Illinois senator. Bang, a senator's seat never served in the House of Representatives federal in Washington, but a seat came open for a senator in Washington. Bang, he did another 2 years, and he was there. So it was like a 2-4-6. He never finished a term, never. But like you said, who's the one that was just talking? What's his name? T? Yes, T. Blagojevich is all of his tapes that he did. They got played on TV eventually, but that's all been destroyed. All that stuff has been destroyed. And as he said, now he's talked about this on Tucker when he was on Tucker's show.
I was going to say, did you catch the podcast on either Tucker or Joe Rogan? He did both of them.
I saw both of them. I just happened to like the guy. When he got nailed, first of all, I didn't like what they did to him. Because when he got nailed, he was not guilty of what they charged him with. They charged him with a lot of things, but they didn't prove anything other than he lied. He used deception. And for that, I think he got 15 years, didn't he? 15 years in prison.
Yeah, he went in with dark hair, came out with silver hair.
Well, yeah, but Trump gave him not a pardon. What do they call that? Commuted sentence. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me look.
Okay.
I believe I may be wrong, but I believe he was sentenced to. He was in 2009 is when the trial took place, but I think he was sentenced to 15 years. I'm checking now to make sure. So, this is his presidential pardon. He did get a pardon. That's what it says here. I got to look. Yeah, his hair was pretty gray when he first got out, 2020.
Right.
He never thought it was going to happen. But what he was charged with what he was convicted of was corruption. And that wasn't exactly what he was charged with. He was charged with like 15 different counts of different things. And they couldn't prove any of the things that he was charged with. And he thought he was going to win. But it's like anything. And Pritzker was a part of it. He was part of the game, but they kept his name out of it. Have you been able to find out how many years he was sentenced to?
I can tell you that.
I made a mistake, Adam. He's Serbian. And That's what the guys were at the airport. His brother was at the airport for. They were Serbian people.
He was sentenced to 14 years, December 7th of 11, following his June 11, 2011 convictions on 17 counts of corruption, including wire fraud, attempted extortion, conspiracy to solicit bribes, which was the infamous attempt to sell Barack Obama's Senate seat. And he served about 8 years before Trump commuted the sentence February 18th of 2020 with a full pardon issued in February 2025. I
didn't know he got the full pardon, but I'm glad he did.
I think that's why he started doing the podcasts with Rogan and Tucker and others.
When he got out of prison, he was flat broke. I mean,
sure.
Flat. That was it. His in-laws paid the mortgage on his house for his wife and everything. Mm-hmm. His family took care of him.
Right.
Which I think was very nice of his family. But, Chicago, a prisoner. I got something to play for you. Can't stop myself.
The Roman Senate is the best legislature that money can buy. Corruption starts in the streets with the little peddlers. They bribe an assemblyman. The assemblyman bribes a councilman. The councilman bribes the senator. And the senator, it goes all the way up to the emperor. Oh. Shit.
That's the way it is in Chicago. But it's like that in the whole United States.
Right. Most Illinois politicians are potential future guests of the state of Illinois Departments of Corrections, which brings me to ask you, what the hell happened to Tiffany Henyard?
Nothing yet. She's broke, but nothing yet. She's in debt. She doesn't have what she's on welfare.
Wow.
So she is she's not making a lot of noise, but eventually she's going to be charged, I'm sure. It's not going to make it's not going to make Pritzker news, I'll tell you that much.
No.
By the way, Pritzker would not get involved in her affair. Either way, he wouldn't help her and he wouldn't hurt her. Jesus, what does flat broke mean? Down to 2G. 200 to 300 grand. Yes, Dick Mel, you're right.
Dick Mel hates Rod.
He can't hate him because he's helped him.
Who's Dick Mel?
That's his father-in-law.
Okay. Well, family, family's going to be helping family. He was an alderman representing the 33rd Ward on the north side from 75 all the way to 13.
Yes.
Oh, no such thing as term limits there either.
No, there isn't. Chicago, well, that's like the mayors. The aldermen, the mayors, once they get in, they last a lifetime if they play their cards right. And that's a prisoner is going to, he could probably be governor for 15 terms, almost like Bill Thompson. Once he got in the governorship, Bill Thompson, I think he served like maybe 8 terms. Do you remember Thompson, Governor Thompson?
No, I don't. That was before my time.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. But he was in there a long time. He was a former federal prosecutor. He was a prosecutor before that, a regular prosecutor for the Cook County. And then he became a federal prosecutor. Then he became governor. But Jim Thompson, not Bill, it's Jim Thompson. I'm looking right now. Governor.
What are you looking for?
Jim Thompson, Governor Jim Thompson.
What about him?
I wanted to see how many terms he served. Since you were talking about that.
Jim Thompson served, James Thompson. He was
77,
37, and he served 4 terms. He was the longest serving governor, 14 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
He only retired because he was getting old.
Well, look at it. Look at, who needs to retire is Mitch McConnell. Man, he fell down again. Did you see him fall down?
Yes.
And that's sad, man. I mean, it's just sad. It's like, come on, man. You should be at home enjoying your years. Maybe do a little fishing, sit out on the pier in a boat. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be embarrassing yourself and your family too. I mean, his kids and shit are gonna be like, oh my God, come on.
Some of these people are like mobsters. They don't know how to go out and enjoy themselves. They want to stay, like Jimmy Couture. He wanted to stay. He didn't want to go do something else or retire to his beautiful home that he had in Scottsdale mansion. He didn't want to go there and retire. He wanted to stay. He had enough money. And it's the same with politicians. Mitch McConnell, go fishing. You suggested he go fishing. He doesn't want to go fishing.
Red, how much money's enough money?
They have enough.
How much is enough, Red?
Where you can give it to your children, your children's children, and funds all the way along. And when you die, you're going to leave 5-6 generations taken care of. That's enough. But it's not enough to retire on.
I know a girl whose grandfather set up a trust fund for her and her mother. And that trust fund gives a specific amount of money to them each month, but it's still not enough. Yet she doesn't have to work. Kid doesn't have to work. It's all set up. She can go on a vacation every couple of months. Nice vacation, for a couple of months, but it's not enough. She should be able to go on vacation every week. That's why Grandpa set it up, that you only get this much money, because he knew they just piss it away if they had the chance.
Yeah. Well, that's why a lot of things I managed in my life. I managed. My buddy died, and his son. I was conservator of his estate to his son, because his son inherited a lot of money. But also, I filed a suit on behalf of him, and I had Corboy and Demetrio handle the lawsuit. And they asked me, they said, how much money do you want to give him? They actually called me when I was in Florida and said, how much do you want to give him? And I told them, I said, not the whole thing at one time, because he's made a mess of his life so far. And he was only 17 when his father died. That's why I became conservator of the estate. He didn't want his father didn't want his mother to get her hands on the money. And if she was the conservator of the estate, as the mother of the child, she would have spent it all. The kid wouldn't have seen a dime of it. But I convinced the judge of that, and he had no problem appointing me. But the whole thing going along the line is I made a point to say, okay, he gets $50,000 a year until he's 25 years old. Now, until he was 25 years old, he was getting $500 a week workman's comp from the state of Illinois. Plus, he had a $100,000 life insurance policy. All this is non-taxable income for the kid. And then he had another one with Reynolds Aluminum for $100,000. So he had $250,000 better. He had mortgage insurance, car insurance, mortgage, where it paid out on the cars, everything. The kid was left. Plus, there was a gun collection that was worth maybe close to $300,000. So the kid was really set. So when it came time for them to ask me, how did I want him to get it? That's how I said. And then the bulk of it, if he got married, by the time he was 30, the bulk of it would have gone to him. But with a stipulation that it never be shared with anyone, his mother, his wife, anybody. It had to be his own. So if anything happened to him, it wasn't going to go to anybody else. That's it. I didn't take a dime. And the judge chewed me out, really chewed me out. He said, he said, didn't you put a fee in here? And I said, no. Well, you should be taking a fee every quarter. I don't want any money. It's a promise I made to a man that was dying. And I promised to do it, and I did it. Anyway, what's this got to do with Pritzker? Nothing.
Pritzker.
Pisser, whatever his name is. Okay, Scott H.
Well, I tell you what, it has to do with him is that he's got a lot of money and has been passed. I mean, I don't think people really wrap their heads around $1 billion. You gotta and you say you're worth $3 billion. How much money that is?
Yes, I do. And most of that money just multiplied through his grandfather and his father. And now his sisters, they're all partners in his investment companies. And it was given to him. But it was given not in cash. It was given in the corporation so he can get so much a year. How can you afford to go out gambling and win that kind of money in Vegas, $1.5 million? I
mean, $1 billion is $1 billion is 1,000 millions.
Right.
It's 1,000 millions.
Yes.
It's if you have that invested, okay, and if you can take for every million that you have, you can take $40,000. That means if you have 10 million, you could take $400,000. If you have 100 million, you could take $4 million. So if you got 3 billion, you could take
1 billion. Take
never going to run out of money.
Take the 1 billion and buy the Dow right across the board. Buy the Dow, and when it goes up 1 point, you made 100 grand.
100. If you take $1 billion and you buy the Dow and it goes up 1 point,
10 million.
Yeah.
So what if it goes up 2 points?
What if it goes down 2 points?
You wait.
What if it goes down 50 points? You wait. What if you got to wait 10 years? People want money now. Damn it, now.
That's not all the money you have. You got enough to live. I mean, when you have that kind of money, you gamble that part of it. It's not a gamble. Stock market, they say, is a gamble. It is for the short term. For the long term, it's not. If you put money in the market in 1934, what would it be today? If you bought Polaroid stock, what would it be today? What would
stock be? Nothing. It's like owning Xerox.
Yeah, but before it went bust. So let's take IBM. You can't take the big three like the car manufacturers because they're gone. Chrysler Corporation, all those people that Ford.
The big three now are NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet. I don't know what order. I know NVIDIA is number one right now, but I mean at their $4.6 trillion or $3.6 trillion market cap, it's crazy. I don't know if you wrap your head around $1 trillion.
But that will also
it's 1,000 billion. It's crazy.
The day will come when all of the ones you just mentioned are no longer relevant. They'll be gone.
Sure.
It's just a matter. And that's what this man gambled on. They talk about the Hyatt house and the money that his family had. It's been gone a long time. When he was 8 years old, that was sold, but they gave him the cash. They didn't give him the cash yet. They gave it to him on paper in an investment corporation.
They invested it. They didn't give it to him. Here's your suitcase of money. I mean, you couldn't even fit that in a suitcase, regardless.
No, it wasn't really given to him in an investment. It was given to him in an investment corporation where he could make investments. And there were some that were made for him. And eventually he started his own fund. And he's got 3 of them now. Guy's doing good. He's doing great. What does he do for a hobby? Politics.
Right. Okay.
That's his hobby. This guy's worse than George Soros. Yeah. What's Bitcoin doing lately?
You're right, Rick Charleston. You're right. No, Bitcoin would have been I got a Bitcoin story. I bought 2 Bitcoins back in 2011. I went down to the Fitzgerald's casino. It was just becoming the D casino. And they had a Bitcoin machine. And on a joke, I bought 2 Bitcoins. I spent like $45. I can't find that piece of paper. It's like right now I'd have 130,000 or I can't find the piece of paper. It's like I feel bad for that. You know, with stories like this, it's like the guy who has some like $900 million in Bitcoin and he lost the hard drive and he tried to buy the garbage dump so he could sift through it looking for his hard drive. He just gave up his search. And it's like, I've given up my search now because I've moved. I've been through every freaking piece of paper I have looking for that little ticket, and I can't find it. It's such a... I bought it as a joke. So it's like I try and justify it. Like, well, I lost $40, but I didn't. It's, it's like $200,000 in Bitcoin. I don't know if it was a full 2 Bitcoins that I bought or a Bitcoin and a half or whatever, but it makes me sick. Then again, if I had it, I probably would have cashed it in 2014, been like, I got 10 grand, you know.
So what are Pritzker's secrets? His secrets are, yes, Pisser. His secrets are what I've been telling you. Nobody knows what he's really worth. Nobody looks. There isn't podcasts going on about him. Nobody cares about him. Unless you folks do. And how many people live in Illinois that are here watching us?
Quite a few, or at least from Illinois that watch.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are his secrets? His secrets are he doesn't want you to know he's a crook. That's it. He's a crook.
Yeah.
He's a legal crook, but he's a crook.
They're all crooks. All politicians, they're crooks.
And they all need to be exposed for who they are.
They have been. They already have been. And then life goes on, man. Politics go on.
Yeah, but the ones that get exposed are after they've been in office. The ones that are in office, nobody ever talked about Daley when he was in office.
Right.
They talked about him afterwards. Or Bill Daley. Bill Daley worked for Near North, or owned Near North Insurance. He had the contracts on all the city vehicles and all the county vehicles and for their insurance. And that was millions of dollars. Now, his father, who none of you probably ever met like I did, turned around and said, at the time when he got caught, and it was in the Sun Times and the other papers, it was on TV, he said, what father wouldn't help his son? But that was corruption. He wasn't charged with it.
So Pritzker helped Obama get into office.
Yes, he did.
Okay. It said that he supported his support for Clinton was significant. And he helped organize in the efforts in Illinois nationally. Obama won the primary. He supported him in 2008 in the election against John McCain. And post 2008, Obama became a strong endorser of Pritzker, including video ads for him in 18 and 22 in his gubernatorial runs.
It's called payback. I made my millions. Thank you.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yes. And there's a whole lot of scratching going on.
Frickin' Crook County, Illinois. Good old Crook County.
The Roman Senate is the best legislature that money can buy. Corruption starts in the streets with the little peddlers. They bribe an assemblyman. The assemblyman bribes a councilman. The councilman bribes a senator. And the senator, it goes all the way up to the emperor. Shit.
Richard Daley was smart. He set up his deals where 5 people would take the fall before it got to him, so it never got to him, and nobody ever talked about anything.
That's
Surprised
right.
Madigan got pinched, according to Chevy 11.
He's right. He was very clever the way he set things up. And his father turned around and said to different people, mobsters at the time, he said, politicians with mobsters. He said, I don't care what any of you do. He used to say this, do what you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. Just don't tell me about it. And I don't want to be involved. I'm worried. Yeah. He was worried about leaving a legacy for his children, his daughter, his two sons, and his wife.
Yeah.
So
Ryan Brown had a comment earlier. I read it. I wanted to just comment back about lottery winners, man. Lottery winners. Guys, you want to watch a good podcast? This guy, Tim Schultz is his name. He won the lottery, won like $11 million. And he interviews other people who won money in the lottery. And some good stories and some horror stories.
A lot of bad stories in there. I mean, he's got a bunch of losers, man. And then I thought about it when I saw him. I thought about it and said, nobody is going to go on with a good story. I mean, a real good story where something happened 100% positive, where they turned that money into billions. They're not going to go on. Nobody's going to want to know about it.
Yeah. Timothy Schultz, that's a $28 million Powerball winner. And he's a YouTuber. He won it when he was 21 years old. And he talks about how, like, in life changed for him because his family was like, hey, let's go out to dinner. Hey, let's go on vacation. Hey, can you loan me some? Yeah. Can you buy me a? Yeah.
He had family and friends that came out of the woodwork that all wanted to be his best friend and help him in every way that they could because they wanted something. They all wanted something. And that's kind of like being a politician. But then again, the politicians that we have, they're smarter than that. They're not going to let you use them. They're going to use you.
Let me tell you something, Red. If I win the lottery, everybody around me is going to be very well taken care of. Because I ain't going to be hanging out with you losers.
Oh, I love it. I don't know.
All right. Whatever happened to bad crap crazy mayor?
Daley or Rahm Emanuel? That's another thing. Pritzker was on Rahm Emanuel's staff when he was mayor. That was his stepping stone to become governor. I would say he's rather foolish. When he ran in Evanston and Skokie, that district up there, there were 3 people running him, and he lost. And he put more money in than any candidate, and money was donated to him, and he still lost. But Rahm Emanuel saved him and kept him alive in politics, that is. Oh, Adam, your picture's gone.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Bizarre, man. It says that my camera's gone. It says it's disconnected or something. That's bizarre.
I told you that camera was going. It was a matter of time.
What are you talking about? This is a brand new camera, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's a brand new camera. You kept saying the last couple of weeks how good I looked. You said, oh, man, that new camera's making you look so good. No, now I don't know what the hell's going on. There we go. See how good with this camera?
Yeah, you're back.
I don't know what just happened there, but
okay. Let's see. Chevy 11.
Pritzker calling Blagojevich about Obama's open Senate seat. Nobody ever talks about it. Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
We did.
Yes.
And Blagojevich said in his interviews with Tucker and also with I'm going to murder this guy's name.
Joe Rogan.
How can I miss Rogan? But
like Rogan, you know, the stuff you use up there.
He needs it. What they did talk about was the fact that it was, all the things. Obama, he was during the trial. It was an unfair trial, and they never convicted him of him selling the seat. They convicted him of an attempted extortion because they made a jury believe that he was attempting to do it by only showing part of the evidence. They wouldn't let him play all the tapes. And that's one thing that he lost, and it was terrible, even on the appeal. He said, if you're going to play some of the tapes, play the ones that are good for me at my trial too. And the judge says, oh, no, we're only going to use these. And the judge, in the same thing, he turned around and he said, well, we're going to let this one in about where it goes to character, where you're going to talk with Pritzker, JB Pritzker, about what seat to have. And you're going to, I believe he said, what do you want? What do you want from me? And he told him, and he said, no, he said, I give that to Jesse White. He said, you need to cover yourself on the black vote. But that's how he sounded to a jury. He sounded very negative. It just didn't work. What he did was, and then Obama himself, he subpoenaed him because he had conversations with him and stuff like that. And the judge said, no way, we're not doing that. Squash the summons. He has executive privilege. He's not going to be at your trial. He's not coming. So I think he really got banged, and so does this guy. But, I got to say this. Pisser keeps his head down. I mean, he's not really in the news that much. I was surprised when he came up with the Las Vegas thing with gambling. And I really didn't know that he frequented Las Vegas that much. But according to the news, he does. He must have lost money there, too. Anyway, Black Lady Mater. I don't remember one. I really don't remember a Black Lady Mayor. Do you?
You're breaking up a little bit, Red. I don't know if.
Well, it's not me, Adam. He may have. Don Carlo. How you doing, Don Carlo? I haven't talked to you in a while. Good to see you, buddy. You're not coming in very well, Adam. You're in and out.
Yeah, you were breaking up on me. I don't know what was going on, if it was my connection or what. Can you hear me all right?
Quite well now.
Okay, something was not right. So I don't know what.
Crowd says she's not a lady. He's talking about the black female. That
we're talking about Tiffany Henyard?
No, the one that ran for in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he says, he wants to know what the name is, Kraut. So what is the name? I don't remember her. Oh, Lori Lightfoot. Lori Lightfoot. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I don't know. She wasn't a lady, really. She had a wife.
Okay.
But she was, I forgot all about her.
She was investigating Tiffany Henyard.
Yes, she was a prosecutor for the state's attorney's office at one time.
I thought she got hired on a personal deal by the city of Dalton or by the township of Thornton Township.
She did, but she had a background as an attorney that was very good. Mm-hmm. And they thought if anybody would go after her, she would. And she did. But all the evidence that she has, they gave to the federal government, and they haven't moved ahead yet.
Right.
Henyard didn't even get arrested. She ran for re-election and lost. No, she never ran for re-election. Oh, yeah, she did. She ran for one, but she did lose. It was against, she was a write-in candidate. She couldn't get on the ballot.
Yeah.
She was something else. But I predicted that it would be by the first of the year. We'd probably hear something. I was wrong. Adam, I was wrong.
I know it's okay. You were wrong. I was wrong. But if you want to tell me I'm right ever, I'm all ears, buddy.
I knew you'd say that. Did anyone get indicted around Henyard? Yes. And 2 people were indicted around her. And
Okay.
it was for income tax evasion. As a matter of fact, if we go back in memory, it's in tape that we did. The one guy turned, it was for his income tax evasion, and he turned state's evidence.
Right.
I don't know where it is, but I'm sure the case will be taken care of someday. This case with this guy, they needs to be looked at with a microscope. And why nobody's looking at him, I don't know. I have no idea why nobody's taking a close look at JB. That's what I'm going to call him right now, JB. JB Pisser. But nobody's really looking at him. Nobody wants to look at him. And I would think the people from Illinois, I mean, he got in somehow. You people must have voted for him.
Yeah, somebody did.
So I would think that you care about what's going to happen with him in the future. I know I don't want him as a president of the United States. I mean,
well, no, we want Kamala and AOC.
Yeah, that's a good. Believe me, that is a good ticket. Kamala and AOC together on the same ticket. I hope they run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They got no chance of winning.
God. JB stands for Gene Buster.
And believe me, he's a buster.
Yeah.
Bruce is Bruce.
Oh yeah, hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Give me some help, folks. I'm trying to give you what you want. Is this what you want? What do you really want? I give you whatever you want.
They want you to dance around naked, Red.
Well, you're out of luck.
You're not getting what you want. Oh, my dear God.
That's like that meme I saw on Facebook, and I just laughed so loud. It said, you remember when we were kids and we used to take our clothes off, run around the block? And the response is, yeah. And he says, well, I'm not a kid anymore and I need bond money. And I thought about that and said, funny. I'd seen that before, way back in like 2012. I saw it before, but
we're going streaking. Frank the Tank. Scott H. No new tours. No, nothing new right now. Just what the hell though? We're selling the hell out of the mob tour. A lot of mob tours going out.
Major League Models by Steve Wolf. A camel toe AOC. A camel toe.
Always on crack. What a ticket.
Yes.
AOC stands for always on crack. A camel toe and always on crack. See?
Yes, that does it. Good ticket. It would be a great ticket. I'd love it.
Yeah.
The crowd says red streaking pass.
No, but the people at the mental institution would love it, Red.
I'm sure they would. Scott H says I'll be out there in January.
Nice. It'll be good to see you.
That'll be his fourth pilgrimage, I believe.
His what?
Fourth pilgrimage out to Vegas.
Yeah, he's been out here several times. I didn't get to see him the last time or two that he came through. I was busy moving, I'm pretty sure. So Dancing Red would be like watching Ed Gein. So how many of you watched The Monster on is it not? Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called The Monster. It's the Ed Gein story. Just by show of hands, who's watched it and who liked it? Because I think there's 8 or 9 episodes. I got to episode 6, and I went, okay, this is too Hollywoodized. the first few episodes, they introduce Alfred Hitchcock, and in a second or third, they're talking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and how, he inspired all of that. And then it just got a little too over the top, I thought, with his girlfriend in the dramatization of how involved she was with his weirdness. So,
Adam, do you have that?
He started making out with her, and he stopped. And she said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "You're too warm." And I'm like, "Okay, that's it. This didn't happen. There's no fucking way. I'm done." Christina Moore says she watched it to the end. It was crazy at the end. I agreed. It went crazy at the end. The last few episodes, they get a little off there. Excuse me.
Do you have that video of me dancing? The one you made?
No.
The one with me doing backflips?
No, I don't have that.
I was going to say, play it for the folks. Remember Everett, the shoebox? That wasn't Everett. That was Paul Powell. He was Secretary of State, and he had the shoeboxes full of money. And yes, I do remember him because he was on my first driver's license. He was Secretary of State.
It was on your driver's license.
The name was issued. The Secretary of State was Paul Powell back in those days. That's when we had paper license. We didn't have them enclosed with a picture. But yeah, he had he had the money away. We were actually making out checks because they tell you make the check out to Paul Powell, and he had checks and checks and checks in shoeboxes. They didn't know how much money. Nobody ever found out because he had somebody go there when he died and get them out of the Lincoln Hotel in Springfield. He kept a room there. He's a bachelor. Strange amounts of money. The other ones that were in there that said Secretary of State, Paul Powell, he had a bank account that said Secretary of State, Paul Powell, his own personal account. He used to deposit them. But he'd only deposit so much. The rest of them were from all over the state of Illinois. They were all underneath the bed in shoe boxes. And Adam, if you look it up, you'll find out that Paul Powell and the shoebox scandal. I don't even know if they knew how much money it was. Oh, there I am. Son of a gun.
Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Okay.
There you go, folks. You want to see me dance? Okay. That's about.
You can watch that smoking a pipe with an Indian.
Yeah.
How about this? Oh, Red's getting scooped up. I always have. There's Willy Wonka giving him the golden ticket. The golden ticket. Or Red with long hair. Very, very, very long hair. Red doing the freaking river dance. Red being a tattletale. There he goes. Red doing the dance. Jesus. Oh God. Oh, it's too funny. That's pretty funny stuff.
Ex-cop, just ask Adam. I usually am.
What's that?
About Paul Powell being Secretary of State with a shoebox.
Usually yes. So usually yes.
I'm a historian. I really keep up, with what's going on. But I'm getting away. I'm not as good on my podcast as I.
Sir, I ate the jelly donut, sir. Sir.
You gotta have fun sometimes. You know, you don't have fun. What the hell? No, I didn't use Sora, Ryan Brown. That was just all grok.
I'll tell you, Ryan. One of the funniest things is, or this is how Adam spends his evenings entertaining me. He'll say, "Look at Messenger," and he'll send me one of these and just get me laughing, so I can't stop laughing. He likes it. Adam, cruel friend.
It's true. It's true.
He's not, it makes me laugh. If you can't laugh at Adam's jokes,
just sit around having fun, dude.
it
You
looks
gotta
like
joke around.
in that video, he makes me look kind of gay. And in some of the videos he does, Paul Lynde, yeah,
Kind of.
yeah,
Kind of.
some of them, not all of them. There's some you do. Okay, this guy. Hey, Red, do you remember?
Senator Eve.
No.
Senator Eve.
I'm dying to hear about it.
Alberta Eve, New York State government official. Leisha Eve. Don't know any Eve. Dr. Eve Diaz, Arizona State Senator. Eva Diaz. Don't know any state senator.
What
Adam,
about
make my avatar talk, crowd.
Dick so? I never knew a senator. You making a funny guy. Making jokes here.
What's that?
Do you remember Senator Dickso?
Dixo?
I never heard that.
Senator Dixo? No.
Are you from New York? Adam, make my avatar talk.
Okay.
The crowd wants it.
Okay. What do you want it to say, Kraut?
Matt Perry, hey, Red, have you ever wondered how actually got Gattuso, how they got Gattuso and Campisi? Ever hear the hitters? No, Matt, I really don't know who did it. And believe me, a lot of people asked me. There were a lot of people who knew me. I knew Johnny. Knew him very well. Giancarlo says Adam and Red dressed as mobsters for Halloween.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Woke sucks. I agree. 1,000%. Two arguments. An argument between two fishermen is a debate. Adam.
Huh?
An argument between two fishermen is a debate.
A debate.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, Red got a job over there at the Knights of Columbus. He was baiting the hooks for everybody, and he did it for a few years when he was a kid, and eventually he was promoted to master baiter.
Oh, you mean Senator Dirksen? Yes. What about Senator Dirksen? Senator Dirksen was a powerhouse.
Get the sausages now, the brats divided. Get the sausages now, the brats divided.
What?
He's asking me about Senator Dirksen. They named the federal building after him in Chicago.
Oh, yeah?
Dirksen Federal Building.
There's William Kirchmeyer's avatar.
Get the sausages now, the brats, the it. Get the sausage.
Get the sausages now, the brats, damn it. All right, Red. Well, it's that time. I got to get on to my next project, and yeah.
Don't trick anybody off on Halloween. Just flee the scene. FLEA.
Tick. Don't tick anybody. If you want to tick somebody off, just flee the scene.
Yeah.
Flee, tick, fleas. All right, Red.
The crowd says he's got a compliment here for you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank all of you for coming by. I really appreciate it. You folks are great. I am 3 subscribers short of making 4,000.
That means if 2 of you unsubscribe, he'll only be 5 subscribers short.
Midwest Lee, God bless you. God bless all you folks. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming by, and I'll see you Monday. And Adam, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the thumbnail too. I appreciate it.
Adios. Not a problem, man. Anytime. We'll see you next week.
Take care. God bless.
Adios.
The combination of the videotapes and Wemettes' testimony resulted in the conviction of 2 men on extortion charges. One of them was Frank Schweiz, known in syndicate circles as the German, a feared mob terrorist and a suspect in a number of gangland murders.
He was described to me by other outfit individuals as the most feared hitman. And as he said to me, my reputation precedes me, son.